If you're a motoring fan, you'll know the Nürburgring for many things. Its infamous 24-hour racing series, its historic legacy with F1, or as just a general testing ground for today's modern supercar manufacturers. However, this track was also the home to the late Sabine Schmitz, a German-born racing driver with a huge amount of talent, a fearless daredevil that knew this track better than she probably knew the layout of her own house. To this day, Sabine is still the only female racing driver to have ever won the 24 hours of Nürburgring. Not once, but twice. As well as being a racing driver, she was also known for her appearances on Top Gear. In season 23, she joined the show as a full-time presenter with the Chris Evans reboot. Yes, the show went through a rather turbulent time, but despite this, Sabine shined and once again showed just how talented she really was. But let's be honest, if we're talking about Top Gear moments, there's one moment that we remember Sabine for the most, and no, that wasn't making Chris Evans sick. Oh no, we remember her for this.
It's under 10 minutes.
I tell you something, I do that lap time in a van.
In what was possibly one of the greatest Top Gear challenges, Jeremy Clarkson tried to beat a lap time of 10 minutes in a diesel-powered Jaguar S-Type, and he did it. Just. But Sabine wasn't too impressed, as she later claimed that she could beat this lap time in a van. And so a year later, Richard Hammond took a Ford Transit to the Nürburgring to see if Sabine could actually do it. And the rest, as they say, well, was history. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to beat the 10-minute lap time, but she came damn close. So today, in honour of Sabine, I thought I would pay tribute to her and have a go at doing this challenge myself. I can't obviously do it in real life, so I have to do it on Forza Motorsport 7. However, they've recently done a Rivals event in honour of herself. The one and only Queen of the Nürburgring. Let's do this. So here we are, we're at the Nürburgring, we're on Forza Motorsport 7. I've not played this game in forever. Honestly, I've literally just installed it overnight on my Xbox Series X. Just synced my data to it now. And this is it. This is the Ford Transit Super Sport van, something like that. So it's not the same sort of thing that they had on Top Gear. 200 brake horsepower thereabouts. £4,500. It's not a light boy. It's very heavy. We've got traction control off. ABS off. I do think, however, I've got the braking line on. So here we go. Up into second, revved quite high there. Into the first corner, and we are officially underway. I've got this ghost in front of me. I don't particularly want him to be there. I'm hoping I can get past him with ease. Into fourth gear. I'm going to try and take a nice sharp line through there. There we go. Good line. Good line through there. Up into fifth. 100 miles an hour. Now, I did do a little bit of a warm-up sort of lap. I got about halfway and then I crashed, so I thought I'd restart. Just to try and get used to the physics of this game again. And the one thing, look at this! I can't get over how jolty the camera is in first person on the van. I think it's just the van. I don't recall other cars being like this on the game. Keeping it in third. 60 miles an hour through there, up into fourth. That's 70. The target time I've got to beat is 1 hour and 13 minutes. I don't think that's the time I'm after. I'm after a 10-minute time to beat. Here we go, coming up the hill, still in fifth gear. I'm going to keep it flat out through here. Balls to the wall. Look at this. Now, on the TV show, the first time they did this, Hammond was actually in the passenger seat. He's not there for me, unfortunately. But no, they obviously lightened the van in the latter half of the VT. They got rid of the seat. They got rid of all the extra gubbins in the back, tools, spare wheels. God, Sabine, she drove the nuts off of this thing. The wheels, the bolts, the nuts, everything. Absolutely fantastic lap time. You know, I'd quite like to see Chris Harris maybe do it in the new seasons of Top Gear. Try and beat that 10-minute time in a newer transit van, perhaps. I think that'd be a nice little tribute. I believe they are working on a tribute for Sabine on Top Gear. I'm not sure if that's going to be on the Sunday episode today when this video comes out, or if it's going to be in the future. The jittery nature of this van is just... it's going to give me a bloody headache. I'm going to have to claim whiplash. Oh, I'm in the wrong gear for that. That's a terrible corner. I need to add a Jaguar S-Type next to the game so I can try and beat the 10-minute mark in that. And that's the thing, people forget. When Clarkson did the 10-minute lap time in the Jaguar, Sabine absolutely annihilated it before saying, you know, she could do this lap time in a van. She drove the S-Type around in like 9 minutes 20 or something like that. It was like 40 seconds quicker. Absolute machine. And then in the later seasons of Top Gear, I believe she took Rory Reid around the Nürburgring in a Golf, and she was overtaking Porsches, motorbikes, making Chris Evans sick. What a driver. What an absolutely fantastic driver. I think I just cut the grass there a little bit. My lap time's slightly invalidated. Now this is the section of the track that I tend to struggle with. I know the first half of the track sort of quite well. First quarter of the track, I should say. Because I'm pretty sure back in the day on Gran Turismo 4, I think it was, I used to play around on the Nürburgring a lot. I did the... You had to learn the track in sectors. And I remember doing the first and second sort of sectors over and over and over again, trying to get gold. The Nürburgring, it's such a just... It's easily one of the most infamous tracks of motorsport. I do hope that they honour Sabine by giving her a corner name or something on this track. The signature, the change.org petition, got quite a lot of attention, which is good. I don't usually think petitions do much, but I'd quite like to see that one, you know, make a difference. I'm slowing down. The van is slowing down. I can't shake it either to keep up the momentum. Here we go then, coming up to the most famous corner on the track. The Carousel of Doom. It's not actually called the Carousel of Doom, it's just called the Carousel, but here we go. Keep it in third, keep it on the banking. Ran a bit high, I've gone very high. That's not very good. That was terrible. We're 5 minutes in. 6 minutes in nearly. 6 minutes now. Okay. Over halfway though, so... That was a good line through there. That felt good. That felt good. I'm going to squeeze as much out of this as I can. I don't want to change down. I don't want to run wide. I know this lap time's slightly invalid, but it's the best I'm able to do. This track's a nightmare. Absolute monster. I shouldn't have changed down there. Should have kept it in fourth. I think I need to use clutch for this. I'm changing gears manually, but I think it's because it's such a low-classed car, you need to use the clutch in order to rev the nuts off of this thing, but unfortunately I'm not that much of a sweat on this game to know how to do that properly. I'm sure some of you guys may absolutely thrash me on this challenge, but I'm doing this for a racing driver that I'm sure inspired many other fans like myself to do this challenge back on Forza Motorsport 4 or 3. Any game that had a transit van and the Nürburgring, I feel any Top Gear fan did this. Good lines through there. That's solid. 106. I've taken the wrong line through here. I'm way too close to the inside line already, but I've managed to hold it okay. Oh, yeah, I thought that was the mini carousel corner. Where's the other carousel? Is this it? There it is, like the short one. That's what I've always called it. I don't know if it is actually called that. Oh, I've run wide. Oh, hang on, 8 minutes 20. We could do this. Oh my god, we're coming up to the straight. We've got 1 minute 30 left to get to the finish line. Come on, I didn't think I'd be able to do this. I mean, yes, my lap's slightly invalid. I went off onto the grass a little bit. 1 minute 20. That's usually that bit there. That's where they'd usually stop the time, because it would usually be on the tourist route. That's how they did it on the show. 1 minute to get to the finishing line. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to do this. This is tense now. How has this suddenly become tense? Come on! 40 seconds. Flat out through here. Just a dab of brakes. I don't want to be too harsh. I don't want to be too aggressive either. Second gear. The line's right there. Come on. Come on. Come on. 51, 52. Where's the finish? We did it. On our first attempt. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely fantastic. I didn't expect to do that on first go. It is invalidated though, that's the only downside. And that's with a stopped start. Honestly, I'm shocked I managed to beat that. I went slightly wide, which is why it's invalidated, but I'm definitely going to give it another go, try and get a clean lap in there, as well as a rolling start, like some of these absolute machines that have managed to get 9 minutes 32, 9 minutes 34. That's ridiculous. The game's on Game Pass if you want to play Forza Motorsport 7 on PC, on Xbox. It's not sponsored, but if you want to give this challenge a go, I would recommend. If anyone from Forza is watching this video, class move. Really nice little tribute to bring this Rivals event in It's a simple little thing, but it means a lot to, I imagine, a lot of people. Nice move, class move. But yes, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you enjoyed this. And until then, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.